Hi friends! This is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me. This is Heart of the Woods part 16. Oh no! Poke the Totoro. He's a little bit more lower center now. It's okay. I'm trying to see if I can get like lights behind him so that way it's a little bit more illuminating. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually a slanted roof because it's basically an attic. Love it. I just love this place. If we actually get to 100 subs, I might actually do like a show off of this space. So it's really cool. It'd be really cool. So subscribe. Let's get there, because that would make my day. That's honestly a goal for me, is to just make great videos for us in the LGBT plus community and have fun together. So just heart you all. Speaking of hearts, so segue. Besides the fact that the video and audio is going to be missing because I'm having to use the old software, I need to find new software because the new software I use has been using, it has been like 50-50 if it works. Barely. Beyond video troubles, there's a lot more troubles brewing. After that big reunion of everybody and the whole gang coming together, which was cool, Morgan was awoken by Tara asking, "Do you hear that?" Which is never a good sign. So, we're gonna load.
Do you hear that?
Good question. I strain my ears and see if I can sense anything out of the ordinary, but apart from the usual sounds of the forest, it's silent.
I can't hear anything. Maybe you dreamed it?
Nope.
Unless this is a dream, it's definitely real. I can hear it right now, I swear.
I sit up in bed and look over at her. She's almost most of the way up, head swaying as she looks at for the source of whatever she's hearing.
Well, what does it sound like?
Kinda like,
She makes a strange whooshing noise and twirls her arms out. I don't see how arm movements are part of sound, but I doubt I'd understand what she's talking about no matter how she put it. So like whoosh, woo, woo, basically. She looks at me for confirmation, but all I could do is shrug. In response, she jumps out of bed and starts pulling her clothes on.
I'm gonna go see what it is. You coming?
Whether or not the sound is real, I'm not about to let her go off on her own. Promise I'd protect her, and that includes protecting her from mysterious noises.
Right behind you.
Get it. Besides, as powerful as Manny is, there's still a chance Evelyn would be trying something. I follow her out of bed and pull on my shoes. She gives me a quick grin in response, excited to have me along for the ride again. Tara bolts out the door as I finish my laces. A second later, I hear her banging on the door to Maddie and Abigail's room.
Mads! Are you guys making that noise?
That's one way to do it. Oh, Maddie's face. Pull on my sweater and walk into the hall, in time to see Maddie slowly open the door of her room, covering herself with a blanket.
Tara. It's nearly 2 in the morning. Whenever this is, can it wait till morning?
No.
Come on, not you too. I thought it was coming from your room.
Abigail's voice calls out of the room, along with the rustling of sheets.
What was coming from our room?
Are you kidding me?
She turns and storms away from the door, moving out into the kitchen. Yeah, it's just you. I nod apologetically at Maddie before following Tara.
Babe, come on. Let's just go back to bed. I'm sure that whatever it is can wait until morning.
Probs not, actually.
It keeps getting louder though. What if it's something dangerous? Maybe Evelyn has her own evil forest spirit and she's riding it towards the cabin or something.
Riding it towards the cabin. There's a ping in my heart. It's cold and familiar. If the sound is that sound. But none of us can hear it. Maybe it's only meant for her to hear. As I try to figure out how to get her back to bed, Maddie and Abigail join me in the hallway.
So, What's she doing this time?
She woke up hearing some kind of whooshing noise that I couldn't hear. I thought she'd just imagined it, but she can still hear it.
Ah. Maddie rubs her chin. Puzzled, Abigail looks out at Tara with a worried expression. I can't shake the unsettling feeling in my chest either.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened, so I'd be inclined to dismiss it. But with everything else that's happened this month...
Before she could finish her sentence, Tara turns toward the door.
There! It's right outside!
Uh-oh. Abigail realizes it first. She steps towards Tara, reaching out her hand.
Tara, don't! What if it's...
Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I figure it out sooner?
Tara, stay away from the door!
She doesn't look back as she takes another step towards the door. I will myself to start moving
Now
again.
you guys are actually gonna be able to see what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
You're gonna feel so dumb for doubting me.
Oh no. I'm running towards her, but it's too late. She grabs the handle and throws the door open.
Wait, what?
There's nothing outside. Maybe the sight will be enough to bring her back to her senses.
The sound's gone. It was right there.
Oh god. She turns back at me. It's only a couple steps away and I can see the expression on her face. She's terrified.
Babe, what?
A flash of light fills the room. I stop dead in my tracks as I raise my arm to cover my eyes. No! The light dissipates and my eyes slowly readjust. In the haze, my fears are confirmed. No, no, no. She's gone. Tara's gone. No! I'm frozen! I can't process what's happening. I'm not sure how long the tears start rolling down my face before I notice them. Maddie and Abigail look at me in silence. Then I start screaming. I've never made a sound like this. It's an angry roar that fills the cabin.
No! Morgan, It was supposed to be me!
Oh no. It's happening again, just like everyone before her. I love her, and now, because of me, I collapse to the ground.
Not her. Please.
Hot tears fall from my cheeks to the floor below. Feel a pair of arms wrap around me and the voice in my ear.
Morgan, it's okay. It'll be okay.
Get it, Abigail. I slowly turn towards her. She and Maddie both stand close to me and I can see how worried they are. For Tara, and for me. Maddie puts her hand on my shoulder. I flinch, but I don't pull away.
She's still alive. I can feel it.
Thank you, Spring Maiden.
Whatever just happened didn't kill her, but it did move her. I can't figure out where yet, but I can sense her. Somehow.
Okay.
You're sure?
I'm sure. We can find her.
I think I know where she might be.
It's at the church.
Where? If it was Evelyn who took her, she most likely brought her to the church. That's where she performed the ritual to...
She trails off, but now I know what she was about to say. The transfer ritual. She wants Tara's body.
But why her? That's what she was raising me for. Why would she take her?
To get you to the church to transfer your body willingly.
I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling there's only one way to find out. I'd hoped we'd have enough time to come up with an actual plan before we had to face her. But we can't just let her have Tara.
Yeah. I'm already heading for the door. Maddie and Abigail follow close behind.
We can figure something out on the way. Let's go.
Yes. Think of something. We'll think of something. We have to. This time it's going to be difficult. This time it's going to be different. I'm not going to let Evelyn win again. I'm getting Tara back, no matter the cost. And this time, I'm going to make sure Evelyn never hurts anyone again. For better or for worse. This is the end. Get it! Chapter 6! This is the last one for sure. That's a forced throne. Tara. Oh! Yeah. Ritual cell. Oh, God. Music. Don't even have time to be disoriented before I hit the stone ground. Hard. I struggle to pick myself up and stand, but before I can, footsteps approach. Evelyn's, of course, and I'm hauled to my feet. She does it with one hand. She's way stronger than she looks.
Hello, Tara.
As expected, we're in the church. She drags me over and throws me onto the altar. Oh! I try to resist, but my limbs won't move.
Oh, hey! Thanks for the ride.
Thank you. I'm scared. More scared than I've ever been in my whole life. But I don't want her to have that satisfaction of knowing it. She walks away, out of sight, although I can hear her close by.
They're gonna come for me, you know. We figured out your whole plan. They're probably already on their way.
Yeah.
Let them. I'll kill them too.
Oh. Her tone is casually disinterested. She can't even give me the courtesy of pretending she cares. I wish I could move my head to see her, but I can't. I can't move any part of me other than my mouth.
It's always such a nice feeling to return here. Such a sense of renewal and energy. Although, I imagine right now, you don't feel the same way.
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm digging the ambience.
Thank you so much for talking back. I'm about to die and I'm making jokes. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? That's a great point. We had a plan. One with a good chance of working. I know that Mads and the rest won't abandon me. Did you have a plan? They didn't have a plan. At least we didn't know. Hold on. I know Mads and the rest won't abandon me. They'll just switch it up a little. Same as if she'd taken Morgan like we expected. Honestly, it's probably better for everyone that Morgan's the one who's still free right now. She's less likely to screw something up like I am. I know you having faith, but you're not a screw up. Oh, you have a full moon. Oh, the moon cycle. Oh, that makes sense. Still, it's all I can do to suppress the little voice inside me telling me to be afraid, to acknowledge that I'm going to die, or worse.
Really? You should be thanking me.
For what? I must have missed it.
Because by dying here, you've given poor Morgan another chance. If she runs away now, I have no more need of her. I'll let her live. Of course, if she turns up here with any delusions of grandeur, she'll die along with the rest of them.
A chill runs up my spine, because I know, beyond a shadow of doubt, that there's no way she won't come for me. That she won't run away. Still, the way that Evelyn can talk so cruelly about her own daughter makes it hard for me to even keep up my attitude.
You really don't feel anything, do you? You raised her, you lived with her, and even after all that...
Finally! You get something right. I don't feel anything for her. You got something wrong, too.
Oh? Evelyn halts and stalks closer to the altar, close enough that I can see her wildly dilated pupils, the razor-sharp points of her fangs.
I didn't raise her. I cultivated her.
Ugh.
From the minute she was born, I prepped her for this fate. To be a worthy vessel.
Now... Okay, I know that this is the wrong time to think about this, but... Morgan said that, like, she took her mom and her mom's body. But... does that mean that Evelyn giggity to get a Morgan? Like, she had to, right? Right? Because if she took Morgan to get another of that same bloodline, right? Right? Am I wrong?
How could I have known that a much more useful one would arrive at my doorstep? Just days away from my ascension.
Useful. Now she takes a step back, letting the moonlight fall across her. She arches her back like a cat, enjoying it. Oh, she raises an arm. And I'm lifted into the air like a circus performer, suspended from nothing. Oh, no. Tara. My arms are snapped to my sides. I struggle as hard as I can, but I still can't move at all. I can't even flail around. Still, her words pique my curiosity, and I'm dying to know what she meant. Since I might be dying anyway, might as well ask.
More useful how?
She grins.
Because this night is very, very special.
Oh?
For years, centuries even, I've whiled away my time here in Eisenfeld. It's amused me to no end.
Okay.
But I've grown bored of it. I desire to see more of the world.
Oh.
And while any human body would do, I suppose, there's merit in one such as yourself. One with influence and fame.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. A Paranormal channel. Don't even know the words to convey how disgusted I feel. It's not enough for her to steal my body, but she wants to pretend to be me? I think the horror I feel must show on my face because she smirks. As she does so, her skin starts to shimmer and shake like there's light just underneath it. Thin thread of ethereal matter, like the spell that she used to bring me here, ekes into existence. It stretches between her hand and my chest. The second it comes in contact with me, I feel like all the strength is sapped out of my body, like I'm being sedated. Ugh. I hope I'm only passing out and not dying. Not sure if the two feel different. Well, according to Mads, a little bit. I would suck extra hard if I was dying though, because then my last sight would be Evelyn sneering cruelly. Just before it all goes black, she manages to get one final taunt.
What an ironic fate for you, don't you think? You came out here seeking magic, and now you found it.
Ugh. Morgan. This is really the story of Morgan, if you think about it like that. We're up and ready to go nearly the instant that Tara disappears. It's a shock, of course, but not one that messes up all of our plans. I walk to the front door, which is still open, and banging in the wind.
I'm going to fucking kill her if she hurts Tara.
Oh, great job with the voice acting. Yes. Thank you, Morgan.
Tara will be fine. She's tough. Besides, we've got a plan, right?
I thought you guys didn't have a plan, but I'm okay with that. After a long moment, I nod.
Right.
I'm glad to hear you guys have a plan. Maddie turns back to face Abigail, who's half hidden by the bedroom door.
Are you sure you want to go, sweetheart? You can stay here.
Of course not. There's no way you're doing this alone.
Get it.
I'm just a little nervous, that's all.
I mean, you did just get humanity back.
Me too. I'm a lot nervous, actually. We'll be fine, though.
You know, not to take away from this serious moment again, but you gotta think about how mentally strong Abigail has to be to have survived being mentally alone for centuries. You know, that would drive anybody insane to be in that much solitude. You can see studies on that in the prison system, but sheesh, Abigail. She keeps saying that it'll be true, right? I wish I could believe it. I wonder if Maddie even does. Here we go! I scoop a Giladora and wait outside. We need to leave now, but I force myself not to rush them along. A minute later, they follow me outside. We run. The landmarks pass us by without a pause. We hurry out into the woods despite some wind and fog. The night is relatively clear.
Are you sure you don't want me to just take you to the church? I could have us there in a second.
I know, but she can't know about your powers yet. If we arrive too fast, then Evelyn will know something's up.
Ooh, good point. It'd be nice to take the easy way like that, but we can't do anything rashly. Not if it might hurt Tara in the long run.
Right.
We have to wait until her soul is out of its body. That's when we'll send the signal.
Oh?
Do you know how long that'll last? Like, how long it'll be exposed?
I have no idea. I hope it won't be instant.
You hope?
I nod. I wish I knew more. I really do. But it's magic. Magic is rarely predictable. That's the only thing that I can say with confidence about it. I'm not sure what more I can say. This is where we'll have to part. Even though I'm making the rest of my journey on foot, Maddie and Abigail will need to use magic to get to the fairy clearing. Before we do, though, there's one last thing I need to say.
Maddie? I know there isn't really time, but I need to say this, since I might not get another chance to.
Giladora nuzzles my chin, reassuring me.
I'm sorry. That doesn't even come close to describing it, but it's all that I can say. For bringing you out here, getting you involved in all of this. I never imagined any of it would turn out this way. So if you still hate me, I understand.
Maddie doesn't hate you.
I just wanted you to know.
It feels good to have the words out there. I've spent so much time apologizing these last few weeks, but it's still a bit of a relief every time.
Morgan. Well, first of all, I accept your apology, but I promise, I never hated you.
Good.
It was my fault for acting like such a bitch when we first got here. And as for everything else, well, some of it might have been Tara's fault, but a lot of it was my fault too. So, let's get this over with. We'll save Tara, take care of Evelyn, and then we'll all go home.
Good.
Simple, right?
I just nod again. I'm not sure I can talk right now. Not without crying. I hate crying. Facts. I wish it were that simple. I hope it will be that simple. But it rarely is. Ooh, full moon. I swallowed a lump in my throat. I have to say something. Ooh, okay. Decision point. Okay. Let's see. I promise I'll make it up to you. There's only one way I can keep them safe for good. Uh-oh. No. One way or another, it ends tonight. Ooh, that's daring. You're right. Sorry, cat. I can now hear the cats when they are doing things they shouldn't be. Hold on. You're right. I'm not alone anymore. We can do this together. That. The found family one. Let's go, the found family one. You're right. Yes.
You're right.
I wonder if that means that there's multiple endings.
It's simple.
Take a deep breath. Clear my head as best I can. Been waiting my entire life for this. My entire bloodline has led me to this point. A chance to end all the pain I've endured, to save someone I love, to make sure the countless people who carried this burden before me will be avenged, and to make sure that no one else will get hurt. How it goes from here isn't just up to me, it's up to all of us. Get it! Good! Found family! Woo! Around us, the wind quickens and grows in intensity. The bright full moon looms high over us. One last time, I nod at Maddie and Abigail.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go! We got this. That's quite the transition. This is hardly a plan. It's barely more than an idea. It relies far too much on luck and everything going our way. But it's all we have. The furious winds tell me that I'm in the right place. As if there was any doubt. When I approach the doors of the church, they burst open. I've been expected. I don't wait just any time. I rush in. Tara floats in midair, suspended by invisible magic. She lies prone, but with her arms and legs apparently locked in place. She looks dead. colorful cloud floats above her with a long tail swirling back towards her body. Don't even need to be told. I know that it's her soul. It thrashes about as much as a cloud can, but is seemingly locked out. Below, Evelyn stands hunched with her back to me. A trail of malevolent white magic tethers her to Tara. Moonlight pours through the window between them, piercing Tara and illuminating Evelyn. She hears me enter. She stands up straight, her back cracking obscenely. Ugh. How white her hair is. Oh my god. Look at those, like, rose thorns almost, like. Shoo! Talons. Hair talons. I've heard of an old crow, but that's a whole new level. She's disgusting.
Morgan,
Oh. Oh.
you came.
That transition. Oh my god. Oh. Her voice isn't the voice I know. It's raspy and inhuman. It echoes around the church louder than it should be, dragging itself from corner to corner.
I knew you would. You always do.
Ugh. Her body spasms and twitches as if electrified. Still, her voice remains steady and flat.
Of course I came. You're not taking Tara. You're not taking anyone else ever again.
She laughs, but it sounds like a choke. There's no humor in it. It's inhuman.
Do you know how many times I've heard that before? Countless. And yet, here we are.
Those eyes. Look how insane her eyes are.
Predictable. You humans always are. Curiously so. You have all this freedom, but you don't know how to use it. Pity, pity, pity.
Oh, the color from...
Pity.
Holy snap, the color from her eyes is dripping down. Oh my god.
Soon I'll have taken the body of your friend, and you will be dead. And I will be far, far gone. You see, I've grown tired of playing pretend out here in the woods. I've decided it's time for something new. And Tara is going to give that to me.
You'll still be a pretender.
Yet a Giladora. Evelyn seems to notice Giladora for the first time, and she licks her bloody lips.
You. So, you're here too. Fitting.
Evelyn's gaze narrows, then her eyes widen once again. She points imperiously at Giladora and I. The stone walls of the church rumble in response.
I can tell. You're still no queen. No more than that brat who stands beside you. You're still powerless. Tell me.
Who's the pretender now?
Whoa! Okay, we're gonna hear that one again.
I can tell. You're still no queen. No more than that brat who stands beside you. You're still powerless. Tell me.
Who's the pretender now?
Jeez. Brick detaches itself from the ceiling, plummeting down towards us. I dart out of the way, barely managing to avoid it. Giladora yells as I squeeze her harder than intended.
You're just as pitiful as she is. What did you think you could do? How did you think you had any chance? Or is it just human nature to try? Even if you're doomed to fail.
The moon is at its peak, or close to it. If she waits much longer, she won't be able to complete the ritual. And she'll have done our job for us. Maybe she knows this because she turns away from us once again. I have to stop her. I push my legs forward, but some invisible force holds me back, like moving through quicksand. I can barely inch forward. Something's protecting her. Inch by inch, I have to keep moving. A pulsing ball of magic starts to form in front of Evelyn. She focuses intently on it. The light from the moon falls directly on her. Her skin reacts to it, bubbling and boiling like hot wax. Oh, she's melting. It must be agonizing, but she doesn't react. Maybe she's beyond pain. Gilladora leaps out of my arms, making her own way beside me. Her breath is ragged and labored. Neither of us wastes energy on more words. I don't know what I'll do if I reach Evelyn. I just know that I can't sit still. Coalescing ball of magical energy continues to grow and grow, taking on a sinister, dark hue, the color of a moonless night, the color of an empty void. Oh! It starts to spin, crackle, and shimmer. That's when I realize this isn't for the soul transfer. It's too strong. It's too unstable. Before I even finish my thought, the tendril of malevolent energy suddenly shoots out straight towards me. It moves too fast for me to react. It pierces me like an arrow. Godless, fiery pain burns through my veins. My whole body stiffens, refusing to move. I can't even cry out. Each individual atom of my body feels like it's being tortured, like a burning needle is being driven through them. I want to scream. I want some sort of release. But I'm not even granted that mercy. But behind the pain, there's a rising, mounting horror. I'm going to die here after all, aren't I? My vision starts to go black. I welcome oblivion. At least then, I won't have to hurt anymore. I try to move my eyes to fixate on Tara. If I'm going to die, I at least want my last sight to be of her. Even like this. I can't even imagine that. All I can see is Evelyn. I can't even manage that. All I can see is Evelyn. She says something, her lips moving, but I'm deaf to it. All I can hear is a deep, resonating, ringing sound in my ears, like some perverse bell toll. Then Evelyn's eyes go wide, wider than before. You're looking up a little bit. Oh, the air shimmers behind her. Shimmers and shakes, just like her magic spell. Empty space tears itself open, and she's sucked backwards like a rag doll. What? In an instant, the magic and the pain is gone, leaving behind no trace. I fall forward, my momentum having been locked in place with me. Just ahead, Tara crashes to the ground, limply. I stagger to my feet, not trusting my body to support me, but it does, and the complete absence of pain is a shock in its own right. I feel like I should be experiencing the after effects, but I'm not. All that lingers is the memory. Gilladora scurries over to me.
Morgan, are you alright?
I think so. I feel fine, actually.
Huh?
What happened to Evelyn?
She licks the back of her paw for a second, then stops.
I'm afraid that I panicked and I sent the signal to Madison. I tried to help you, but I couldn't. My own power is still weak. Not nearly enough to match Evelyn's.
Oh. There's no changing it now. None of this matters if Maddie isn't able to stop Evelyn. It was going to be unlikely to begin with. It looks like we're in a hard fight. Gilladora must know as much, too. She pats back and forth, her tail twitching in agitated fervor. Stroke her fear.
Still,
Stroke
thank
her
you.
fear.
Can you help me check on Tara?
Of course.
We rush over to where Tara lies prone on the cold floor. Her soul is nowhere to be seen, but I hope it means it returned to her body. I cradle her as tenderly as I can, checking for a sign of a pulse or breath. Gently prop her against my chest, stroking her hair.
Please be okay. Please.
2 tears dripped down my face, landing on hers. I didn't realize I was crying. Gilladora lingers beside us, nuzzling her face against Tara's cheek.
She's alive. I can feel that much.
Is she okay, though?
I don't think she should experience any lasting effects from the magic. It's the fall to the ground that worries me more.
That's true. She fell from pretty high up, onto a stone floor. I wipe away the tears that fall on her, steering myself to prevent any more. Trace my finger against the curve of her jaw down to her lips. They press together just a bit to kiss my finger.
Tara! Tara, can you hear me?
I'm afraid to let hope spring into my heart again. Her lips move, just barely.
I can't hear you.
There's a soft, warm gust of air against my face as she sighs, forces her eyes open.
I said, I'm dumb as bricks, babe. It'll take more than head trauma to hurt me.
Oh. I pull her up and into a hug, and she pats my back.
You're okay? You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wipe my eyes as we part to face each other once again.
I was so scared.
Oh.
I wasn't. I knew you'd save me.
I don't deserve someone like her.
Is there any way we can get to Mads? She might need our help.
We both turn to face Gilidora.
I can take us there, but I don't know how much use I'll be once we arrive.
Thank you, Gilidora. Tara moves to question, but I place a hand gently on her arm. Gilidora's barely holding on as is, and her guilt at her inability to do more is palpable. It's all up to Maddie.
Let's go. There isn't much time.
I help Tara to her feet, and she immediately winces, hissing in pain.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Guess I just hurt my ankle in the fall.
She's able to stand on her own, giving me a shaky smile. I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do right now. At least it's her foot, and not her head or back. With a graceful leap, Gilidora hops into my arms once again, and I stand next to Tara, who leans against me for support. With one hand I support the cat, with the other I take Tara's other hand in my own, then I nod.
We're ready.
Hi! Jumping in. This is DaintyTank. I had to cut this in post, so that's why it looks different. And it's darker, because I haven't figured out lights yet. But, yeah. Cutting in post. Just letting you know. There's gonna be one more episode. That's gonna be okay. Stop. Come back next time. And you get to see the rest of this. I'm so excited. Because, honestly, it's great. You want to be here. So, come back. Love you all. Bye.